Welcome to day 27 of 30 apps in 30 days. Where has the time gone? We're nearly at an end.
Okay, so here's a demo of how you can create hundreds of outreach videos that are all personalized to your prospects. Hi Flo, I'm Alex. At Wentworth Security, we can help you vibe code apps in days, not months. Let's chat about accelerating your projects effortlessly.
It's a gloomy Sunday afternoon. And you know what? That's a pretty good time to be building. Let's jump into the video. So let me show you what I've been doing. I've just been having a mess about with some new tech. So ElevenLabs have their voice cloning product here. As you can see, you can create an instant voice clone and you can actually do it through the API as well. So we went through that flow, we came to the ElevenLabs dashboard, and then you can do this clone a voice with 10 seconds of audio, which is crazy. And you can also do this professional voice clone, which is probably the best way of doing it. I don't know how that works. Any voice, if you downgrade. That's good to know. Anyway, we gave it a quick little try out here. So we just recorded some about 30 seconds of audio. And then we went to ElevenLabs text-to-speech, and we're going to use this V3 Enhance, which adds some tags. So then let's generate this speech.
Hello and welcome back to the channel.
And I'll tell you what. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'll tell you what, that's not bad at all, is it? For 30 seconds of audio. So that's pretty fun. So I think we're going to have a mess about with that today in one of our builds and put it to a good use case. And that's what I like to think we've been doing with this app. We've been building quickly, but we've been picking these different pieces of technology that have had billions of dollars of research, development, time, and then we're applying them to a business or product use case that actually brings a lot more value. So I've got an idea for this, but just before that, I was having a mess around with this LipSync 2 product the other day. And what I've done is I've uploaded a clip of me talking here. So from yesterday's video or today's video, and then I've put in a clip that I generated with that ElevenLabs.
Am I about to create a beast here?
Put them together and we get a really good lip sync and voice clone.
Am I about to create a beast here? Just testing something out.
Look at that.
Create a beast here? Just testing something out. Am I about to create a beast here?
The lips are really good. I gotta say, I've seen a lot of these avatar models over the last couple of years, and let's be honest, they're not fooling much. Let me get to the drawing board. Let me think about what direction we're gonna jump down here, and then we'll cook something up. We'll cook a good old-fashioned English Sunday roast, whatever the app equivalent of that is.
A few moments later.
Alright, I've had an idea. Okay, I think we're going to jump into a bit of an ambitious idea that I've had for a few years. Let me map it out, and then we'll just need to jump straight into the build, because it's already 6 PM, and I don't really want to be building this for long. So let's just try and see how quick we can get something like this up. I've got a good feeling about this one. Hey, I need you to help me scope out a quick V1 for this app idea that I've got. So it's basically for video sales outreach. It's a tool to create a bunch of personalized outreach videos for people. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to clone their voice with ElevenLabs API. Second of all, we're going to generate a script, something they can say, and this will be the same thing for every person they outreach, but we're going to customize every intro so each video is personalized to the recipient. So if we're sending a message to John at Veed, it will say, "Hey John, love what you've been up to at Veed. The video space is pumping right now." So that video will be personalized. It's like cold email but on steroids. It is a bit of a beastly product, hopefully just for demo purposes, not to be abused by any super aggressive salespeople. When we're playing the startup game, sometimes you got to hustle like that to be a bit of a cowboy. So yeah, then we stitch the personalized intro together and with the core message. So then we've got audio bites of, "Hey John, love the video space is heating up." And then once we have those clips, so let's say we've got 5 or 10 clips, we're actually going to lip sync that intro to a recording of myself and then stitch it together with a lip sync recording of the message. Can you make a flowchart of this from like a user perspective and like a technical flow? Maybe just a user perspective or just high level, help me make sense of this, because it makes sense in my head. And that is why Whisperflow is so good, because you can just dump that in. And yeah, like I said, if people are doing this with AI anyway, but this is just like a smarter way to do it if you're going to do that anyway. So this will make a little flowchart for us, but okay, so we've got a thing here, voice, core message script, generate core audio, record base video. Oh, we biting off more than we can chew here. Well, let's just get this ElevenLabs thing working first. So let's just get a Convex Chef set up just so it's nice and easy. So I'm asking it for a V1 flow. So now it's broken this down. So make it a bit punchier. Okay, so maybe what we'll do here is do a voice only proof of concept, and then if there's some validation there, if that's interesting, you can send voice notes in DMs and stuff or whatever. So if there's some interest there, then we can build it out further. But let's try to get this done. So look at the API for cloning the voice there. It's pretty simple. Okay, fantastic. So it looks like our mic was not plugged in. So what we've done, we've brought it locally here. We've just got the project set up, and now we've just finished setting up 11 Labs within our project. So let's see. I don't think this is actually running here. Got this error, but it's run a bunch of tests. So we look like we are cooking. So now we need to get the instant voice clone working, which could be a bit of a pain, but hopefully not. Okay, so let's give this a quick spin. So I'm going to say money. Videos about building apps. And I'm looking for a sponsor, let's say. So I'm going to say johnveed.io, and I'm going to say Bill from Convex. So that button is not going to work, maybe because we haven't go away cursor. We don't need you. Awesome. This button is faded. And we also need to set up this voice cloning flow. Where are we? Here. So let's do that then. Here's the docs. We got TypeScript. Yes. Let's copy that. Do I have any audio? Okay, let's go night shift. So set up your voice. So we're going to set this up now. I think Claude has done a good bit of cooking. Hey there, Claude. I hope you've been cooking, and I hope that this works with 11 Labs. So it's just going to speak for 10 seconds. I'm going to speak naturally, and then we'll press stop there. If I press play recording, good bit of cooking. Hey there, Claude. Do that. I hope you've been cooking. I hope that this... turn that down. Okay, so now we've got this update voice here. So if we go to our logs in Chef, and I've got this in the... this is just the normal Convex UI. We should have that working, but I can't see anything there. Let's say we help streamline. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if it has my voice. This is a bit of a gamble. It's saying generate videos. I haven't given it any video stuff, so if it generates some sort of video, I'll be very impressed. It's not going to, but you never know with Claude Code, do you? You never know. So what this should be doing, and again, we've got our Convex running there. If we have a look here, it's just going to show the last 10. Okay, so we've probably got some JSON issues here, I assume. Shut that. We'll paste these logs in here. Please fix. And very messy tab, so that's not going to work. But hopefully my voice is still there. Yep. Cool. That's good news. Right, back in a momento. Let's give this another spin. Generating videos now. Let's check these logs. See if we're getting any red. We are still getting some red stuff here, which is annoying. I don't know what part. Okay, let's give this another test. And let's generate audio messages here. Let's check these logs. No red errors now. Very nice. We should be generating a transcript with OpenAI based on what we just put in, and then we should be getting 11 Labs audio back with their clone voice. That's what we're hoping for here. So this is to John. Hey John, wow, okay, that is, yeah, sounding good.
I'm your name, and I've been following the amazing work you're doing at Veed.io. I love how you guys are vibing code to create such cool tools. We specialize in helping teams like yours elevate those vibes even further. If you're interested, I'd love to chat and explore how we can support your innovation.
Nice.
Hey Alex, I'm really impressed with the innovative projects over at Convex Database. We specialize in helping...
Obviously the voices here, I think we might be using the V2 voice. We can get those voices sounding much better, which is sweet, and we can just download those perhaps, maybe not. But anyway, let's compact this here and get back. Okay. So we got V3 working, which is pretty crispy. Again, we're not using the best voice cloning tech here. They've got that, like, the voice that needs 30 seconds. So if we were getting a B2B client set up with this, we'd get a proper voice clone set up.
I'm Alex. At Wentworth Security, we provide sturdy bollards to keep your property safe.
So that is pretty sweet. And now what we're going to do is we need to sync up the audio with a video clip using this replicate API. Also set up the replicate API key in the Convex M. Allow the user to upload a sample video on the main page when creating a campaign. So they're going to go there, they're going to punch in the details of the campaign like here. Let me just check OBS is filming. They're going to come through here, they're going to put in their name, the context, the recipient, and then it's going to create a script. It's going to create the voice based on their voice clone that they've already done. Then we're going to sync up with the video. And because the video is expensive, it means we're not really going to be able to ship this out for everyone to use. What we could do is ship this out for everyone to use with voice, but that's not super interesting to send voice notes out to prospects. So I think because this is, look, if we go to replicate here and look at the cost of this model, it's about $1 for 12 seconds. So you can understand why. It's Sunday night. I don't have payments in me tonight. I don't have payments. So if there is anyone that wants to use this, we're going to get out to prod. We'll get out to prod just so we can show you, but are we actually going to push it? Is a link going to be in the description? I don't think so. So let me come to replicate here, our lip sync model that we're using. So as you can see here, we've got the input. So it needs a video file. So we're going to store that in Convex and then pass it along. And then we've got the audio. So we've already generated the audio. So let's copy this here. And then we need an API key. So we're going to come here, API token. We're just going to copy this. Okay, so we got that running off now. That's going to be the end of it. That's going to be the last thing we do. But what we're going to get here is basically personalized lip synced video that we can then send out to prospects. And what we could also do going forward is overlay the video on a screenshot of their website or something. So that's like hyper personalized, which is sick. Okay, so what we're going to do here is upload a sample video. And we've basically made it, again, like I said, we're not looking to roll this out and spend a bunch of money on these models. In a similar vein, we've also made it so the scripts are actually only 5 seconds, so super short. But let's generate an audio message, which will then hopefully sync up with this video here that we sent. That would actually be sick if we get this working. Chances are we're going to get a bit of a issue, but here we go. We've got our voice ID. We've got the sync audio. It's running replicate. We might, if it's got a 5 second limit, then we might run into an issue there because we're going to have to poll and it might take a while. Oh no, 5 second limit is the audio. So let's sit back and see if it generates a video. Would be sick, if true. Big if true. Come on. Again, it might take a little bit of time here. Let's check our logs. Looking fine so far. Let's go to replicate as well. Let's go to predictions. Okay, it's processing. Very nice. So we've got contact with replicate. Come on. I hope that we are polling okay, because it's not look like we're maybe gonna. We might need to make it so we poll every 5 seconds or something. Or maybe it will return back once it's done. Maybe the API just does that automatically. Probably does, to be honest. Come on, please work. But, I mean, look how cool and composed we are as we get towards the end of the challenge. A pretty chunky build like this. It's 8:30. We haven't even got a dripper's sweat. I think we've successfully developed a good shipping muscle. Yeah, I know we're not getting payments up. So if you want to split hairs, I'll let you do that. I'll let you split hairs. So this took 1 minute 37. We've been going for about a minute. Still processing. But you can see here that it's sending in the video and audio, which is sweet. Is this recording? Yep. So that looks good. It's just a case if this is actually going to process. Oh, so you can see the polling here. Okay. It's working. It's chugging away still. There we go. Okay.
Wentworth Security enhances your...
This is it.
Hi,
here.
Flo. I'm Alex.
Wow.
Wentworth Security.
No way. Look at that.
Wentworth Security enhances...
Okay, so we can click on that to download. Okay, maybe we've got a bit of an internet problem here. I'm buzzing with that, to be honest. Oh no, where's the video gone?
Hi, Flo. I'm Alex.
With
Wentworth
my
Security enhances your app vibe coding effortlessly.
We'll download that anyway. Previous campaign, audio messages.
Hi, Flo. I'm Alex. Wentworth...
Maybe we are not saving it. But to be honest, pretty happy with that. We pretty much one-shot that lip sync thing, which is pretty wild.
Security enhances your app.
What we could actually do instead is also say, or just don't show the massive as well. Cool, good stuff. Let's get this prepped for deployment, because as we say, we always need to be deploying. But this is, in my head, something we're going to work on after as well. I've been saying that a lot, which is a good thing. So the Ship 30, we're getting a lot of potential products to work on. And maybe we could work on, that's fine. Maybe we can, let's say we got 5 or 10 things we want to work on. Maybe we could do a sprint for a week on one, maybe generate some revenue, get it launched and then sell it. That could be pretty cool. And I could document that, because obviously we can't fully push on 10 things. Alright team, here we are on deployment. I'll probably change the URL, but just to show you, we're up here with our Vercel app. I think what I'm going to do is do a proper demo tomorrow. Maybe I'll make a few adjustments, tweak it so we get a proper length demo here. maybe set up a little wait list as well. But we got this out on production within a few hours, so that was actually a pretty smooth build. Considering that there's quite a few pieces stitched together here, if we look at a video like this as the output, to think we've got...
Hi Flo, I'm Alex.
Oh, come on.
Security enhances...
Okay, you get it. Anyway, considering we got a few moving parts there, right? We've got voice cloning tech. We've got obviously the LLM to make the call. We've got the voice generation. Then we've got the lip sync model as well. If you combine this with an outreach API, then this could actually be super, super powerful. And to be honest, could probably charge quite a bit for this. The catch here is that 12 seconds of video generation. So I think what could be cool is that if we just do that first intro bit, and then 50 videos might only cost X amount of dollars. Maybe it'd be cool to pivot this into the video outreach company or something like that. Just focus on that stuff. Also, the 11 Labs voice, we can do a much better clone if we have longer audio. If there are any sales or B2B people here that are interested in this, using this for warm, outbound, maybe for SDRs internally, maybe we could really speak here.
Okay, so here's a demo of how you can create hundreds of personalized outreach videos that are all personalized to your prospects. So first of all, we need to clone our voice. So let's set up our voice here and record 10 seconds. Hello, how are you doing? Today we are just cloning our voice using 11 Labs. Cool, so we've done that. We can clone voice. That's going to take a second. Okay, so now our voice is ready to be cloned, and we're going to put in our name here, and then we're going to upload a sample video. So we've just got a quick segment here of us talking, which is going to be used as a base video. So when we create the AI audio, that's going to be overlaid and lip synced with our video. So let's create our campaign. So let's just say the context, we help companies vibe code apps in days, not months. So we've got Flo from Wentworth Security and Archie from Landing.so. So then we will generate outreach videos. And as I said, we're going to go through this flowchart whilst they're being generated. We're going to clone the voice. We're going to generate the script with OpenAI. So each prospect will get a personalized message. And again, we could layer things on top of this, like actually going to get their LinkedIn, get contextual information about the company, generate the 11 Labs voice, sync with the video, and then there we have it. We've got programmatic video outreach that we can ping to prospects. Okay, so after a bit of cooking, we have personalized videos now for Flo and Archie, so let's check them out. Hi Flo, I'm Alex. At Wentworth Security, we can help you vibe code apps in days, not months. Let's chat about accelerating your projects effortlessly. So we've got that for Flo and for Archie. Hi Archie, I'm Alex. At Landing.so, we help you create stunning code apps in days, not months. So pretty solid for a V1 if you ask me. Yeah, I've got some funny hand actions going on, so I should really be using a video that's not got me waving my hands about. But there we have it. You can imagine where this can go, where we can take long lead lists, generate 50 videos, also like overlay videos on screenshots of their website. So really personalize them. And like I said, as much as I'd love to get this out on prod for everyone to use, I don't have the bank account funds to enable everyone to use this video model. Right now, it's about $1 per 12 seconds. We can definitely make it cheaper by stitching together custom intros with the same message. But for now, that's where we're at. And if there's any B2B companies that want to bake this in to their sales process, let me know. You can use it for cold outreach, warm outreach. Definitely going to be revisiting this one. Hope you enjoyed that quick demo, and all the best.